All right, good evening, guys. Hope you all are doing well. How's everyone today?
Hi, good evening. You're good. I'm good.
Great. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, so let's start the class. We'll start 3 minutes before. I think pretty much majority of the people who hasn't said they're not going to be we are here. So let's get started on the class. First, I would like to always start with so you guys had sorry, week 1 and week 2 unlocked for you guys. There was a small error, and somebody captured that properly. The test for quiz 1, intro to IT, was supposed to be set to 10 p.m. But I think because of moving issues, it has been changed to 10 a.m. So people were not able to do it. Very sorry about that. Thank you for someone who catched it. I have extended the test till Monday 22nd until 10 p.m. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and do the test as well. For the people who has not done, right. So as of right now, there is I can see how many people have done it, but yeah, and I believe one of you guys did not notice the time as well. That's fine. It's our fault from our side, so we will be extending the timing as well. Okay, so not a problem at all. I will go ahead and I have made the changes so you guys don't have to worry. You guys should be able to go in and write the exams now. Okay, the quiz one. Sorry. Are you guys? And for you guys, from the videos you guys have watched, any questions? I believe that you should have watched up to lesson 4, which was introduction to Mac OS. Any questions so far, guys?
So far so good. I have no question.
Very good, very good, very good. And I hope the recorded videos are helping you guys to catch up on a lot of these small concepts. But it's like good to know. It's not really, it's not something we can cover. We need to cover in the live class. But if you guys have any question, I'm more than happy to answer that. So you guys have a very good clarification. Okay? So the next set of things that's already been unlocked, you guys. Just before I go past, I want to let you know December 27th is a holiday for us because of the New Year's and Christmas. So December 27th, we don't have any classes, okay? And we will be seeing back in January 3rd, just so that we can start some things. January 3rd, I'll explain to you about January 3rd and January 10th, just while we go on in the class. But next week is a holiday, okay? For all institutions, pretty much it's because of the holidays. Right now, and the next week video that you guys should be able to watch before you guys come into the class is going to be about introduction to cybersecurity, introduction to virtualization and cloud computing, and then you're going to be you will be able to set up your Microsoft Azure account, which you have to set it up and send us a screenshot to validate that you have signed up and you have no issue. Okay, and the video explains very well on how to sign up. Is because I can't keep on signing up for these accounts. It's pretty much once you set up, it's yours for lifetime, right? So you can't really do it a couple of times. Okay, that's the reason why the Azure setup it's a pre-recorded video. I believe it's like a 3 or 4 minutes video. That's it. It's a very small video, but it explains to you very well on about Azure, how to sign up, and what are the things in it. Okay. But today I'm going to go over your Azure. This is one of your big assignments, what we consider assignment 1, 2, and 3. It's a 3-part assignment, and it gives you the familiarization with the Azure Entra ID, which when you go through the lesson, you'll figure out what is Entra ID and how it works. It's like pretty much how a company manages user account inside of Azure environment. And I believe someone from this class have experience with Azure AD. Sorry, Active Directory, right? I believe from one of you guys from this class. I don't know from other previous classes, but I believe somebody has mentioned they have Active Directory experience. But as you guys can see, I'm still experiencing some cough, so it'll be, you know, I will be coughing throughout this class. Sorry about that. It's just when I talk a lot, it makes me to cough. Okay. All right. Any question before we get started, guys? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to share you guys my screen. The reason why this is important right now is, so when you guys see your, so let me just go here, going to December. So the quiz has been extended and the live recorded video is there. The quiz has been extended to you guys until 22nd of December, which is Monday at 10 p.m. Okay, this has been changed. I believe this is set to 11 a.m. I believe when we clone the courses sometimes, but I'll make sure it doesn't happen before forward. And you guys do have a small networking quiz on the concept we have covered. This is due by 26th of next week. Okay, next week Friday at 11 p.m. Okay, it's 11
All right. Sorry, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So one of the question, like for Windows edition for large organization, which
Mhm.
edition we use?
Okay, so
So-
I think I saw your email. I want to cover
Yeah.
it. So there's
Yeah.
two. You're not wrong. You're not
Mhm.
wrong. Usually for a large organization, we still use a pro license. The reason is because when it exceeds a certain amount, that's when it goes into enterprise. But
Mhm.
you're not wrong there. I will make sure that's correct. Correct it from my part. Don't.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
correct it from.
Thank you.
I think you choose enterprise, which is not a wrong answer as well. Where it changes is a cost wise, right? And you're not wrong, as I said. It just depends on the company structure itself. When it goes beyond, I believe, 4,000 license and plus, it's considered enterprise. So a large organization, there's still not a clear-cut definition for a large versus enterprise. So you're not wrong at all. So it's either it's either pro or it's either enterprise. It's fine.
Okay, because I also chose enterprise.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, as I said, like we will fix that on our side. No problem at all. I'll make sure that gets
Okay.
correct. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll make sure I'll correct that. No problem at all. Okay, you'll get the mark. Okay, and then you guys should have unlocked the cybersecurity and everything, and the Microsoft setup. This shows you. This is I believe it's a 5 minutes video. Yeah, it's a 15 minutes video. Sorry. It just shows you guys how to sign up for Microsoft Azure, which is what we're going to start working on. Okay, and this should be also unlocking by today at 11. This should have already unlocked right now for you guys. And these are 3 assignments. Okay, the first one is basic setup of Azure. It's going to show you guys how to user accounts to create the group you need to create. I'll just download this and I'll show you. Go here and click on this will download it. So it pretty much says what we call as the nested groups inside of Azure. It's like pretty much think of it like from an organization standpoint, right? In an organization, you're going to have people working in HR. You're going to have a HR department. You're going to have a finance department. You're going to have an IT department. You're going to have a sales department, marketing, operation, executives, right? These are the main department that runs the company itself. And then you're going to have what we call as a nested group. So in HR, you might have 2 or 3 different departments inside of HR, right? So you might have, let's say, offboarding interviewing, or like, payroll inside HR. Not payroll, like, think of like a human, like a workplace safety department, several departments inside HR. And finance, you'll have like 3 or 4 departments, right? You'll have the payroll department, you'll have the payment receiving department, PR department, payment sending department. You'll also have a department that just handle internal finance itself, right? So plenty of department like that. In IT, if you watch the introduction to IT, you see all the different groups inside IT, right? So those are what we call the groups inside of the groups. Those are called nested groups, okay? And I'll show you guys how to create one of them, at least for 2-3 groups, okay? And then how do you actually put in people? The proper way of creating people inside Azure, I'll show you that, okay? So if you see here, these are the nested groups. So if this is executive groups, this is SEC executives. Then inside sec executive, you'll do sec executive assistance. This will be the group inside of it, and sec executive IT support. Okay, these are nested groups itself. These are different groups, and now I'll show you guys how to create a couple of them so you guys have the thing for it. Okay, and then next we give you exactly what groups, what users to add in which groups. Okay, and pretty much you're just copy and pasting. The first assignment is what we call the setup of our Azure environment. So that will be you have to do your assignment number 1 for you to do assignment number 2 and 3, which I'll show you here. And you see these dates, there's no live class. Okay, it's mentioned that way. It's to give you guys time to work on these assignments. The assignment 2 is more of setting up, the accounts properly, and it's creating the accounts and then making some changes inside the account. The assignment 2 and assignment 3 will need you guys teamwork and also research. Okay, and I want you to do in a specific way, which I will bring it up here. Just give me 1 second. So this is how we usually will have you guys do the assignment. It's through what we call as email chains. So what I would do is I would actually create an email chain for you guys, and all the emails should be within the email chain itself. So I'm just gonna open up this right here. So I'm gonna grab all you guys' email. Go to compose. This is there. I'm going to do IT help desk. December. I'm going to do 1 more, 2 more. One more. Okay. So you guys should have received 3 emails, and each one of them are different. Email 1, email 2, email 3. Let me open up my Gmail here. So any questions that you guys have, use this email chain to reply all to talk to everyone, right? The only reason why you want to send it to one person is if you're submitting an assignment itself. Okay, then you'll use this chain to submit the assignment itself, or do it in a way where you do IT helpless member. In the first class, I showed you guys how to do it. Okay, and the reason why I want you to do this, you guys will have questions, and you guys will talk as teams to solve it. Okay, which is what pretty much all the other groups that does. Like if you see here the November group, which was just this morning, they have pretty much if they have any issues, they talk among the group, try to solve it, right? Just like a real IT team will do. And they might ask, and I might jump in here and then to point you guys in the right direction if I ever see that it's going in the wrong direction. Okay, so it's this is I'll show you just an example here of an email chain. Yeah, if you see here, these are all like people, hope you're doing well, stuck on org chart. So if people ask about, these questions, right? So, and then people will reply, and that's exactly like the passion that I want you guys to start doing this as well, okay? You guys will have questions. That's the whole point about the assignment. You guys will have to do some research and get the answers for it, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Azure here. I want to first go ahead and open up the assignment, okay? Assignment is over here. Let me go ahead and delete some of these. As you sign up, the recorded video has how to sign up for Azure, okay, itself. So this is what you'll see when you log into, when you create your first Azure account. This is exactly what you guys will see. Before I go further, does anyone have any question about the email chains or what you need to use the email chain for? Because that is going to be a lifeline for each one of these assignments, and keep each one of the assignments to the corresponding email chains, okay? When you guys ask questions, it's not directly towards me, it's towards the team itself, okay? And if you guys going in the wrong direction, I'll point you in the right direction.
How to submit the assignment?
Yes, very good question. So usually in the assignments here, if you go here, there is a submission button. There is a way to submit this. Give me one second. Let me turn on this. Once this opens up, let me go in as a student. And the submission only opens up in December 8th, which I will make sure to December 28th. That's the reason why. But I'll change that. No problem.
Okay.
It'll open up. It'll give you the portal that'll open up the submission. But the thing is, because of these documents, there's screenshots and everything. You will have issues with submitting these on the LMS. Okay. So I suggest don't even submit it through LMS. When you're doing, just submit it through email. Attach PDFs of each assignment. You can even do it in one email. Attach to one email. Be like, what I would do is I would just put my email, my adhavan.mahendrakumar. mahendrakumar.adhavan@gmail.com. It's part of your chain, right? So, and then you want to CC CTEC Training Center, and the subject will be IT Help Desk. Your course badge is December, and you can do assignment 1, 2, and 3. And put that as attachment here. Just be like, these are my assignments for handing in, okay? And attach them to the email and send it to me. That's fine. The LMS, the assignment, when it gets too big, this assignment can get big and it just doesn't work well in this LMS itself. So I just suggest just email it, and this group has always been emailing me.
So we can submit the assignment in the email chain itself.
Yeah, email, not in the email chain, but to me, okay? Not to the whole group. Your normal comments are to the group, but when you're submitting assignment, it should be towards me, okay? Yeah, but you can use that same email chain to submit the assignment towards me, which is mahendrakumar.adhavan, and then just have CTEC Training Center CC. Yeah, but this is how one of the assignments was submitted, right? Through the email chain itself, but they did it towards me. It's only towards me, okay?
Got it.
So it just pretty much screenshots that shows and explains how the assignment's done. I'm not gonna show you guys the assignment, but it's 1, 2, and 3, and all 3 of them you have to do the screenshots of. Okay. Here. Okay. Any other questions, guys? About the assignments? Good. Okay. All right. So this is your Microsoft Azure place, okay? And in the recorded video too, I talked a little bit about this as well. In this one, we are really, as a level 1 technician, you're more level 1 or entry-level technician, you're more into Microsoft Enter ID. And when we go into Microsoft 365, you'll like we'll talk about that too. But it's more about creating, onboarding, offboarding users, and you'll talk about. We'll also go through the places where you need to be to properly assign roles and access. Okay. So in this one, you can go to Microsoft Enter ID through here, or you can find Microsoft Enter ID through here, or you can search up Microsoft Enter ID here as well. Okay, it'll come up. You can search up. You have 3 places to go into Enter ID itself. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into Microsoft Enter ID here. That's the easiest way. When you go in here, I talk about this in the video too. This top here, this 9 dots, it's called the Rubik's Cube. Okay, when you click on this, it gives you access to different sites, different places inside Microsoft environment. Not Microsoft Azure, Microsoft environment. Okay, Microsoft has created its own environment or its own universe, and part of it is AI Foundry. Azure is part of it, Copilot Studio, Data Explorer, Defense, and it goes on and on. And like Microsoft 365 Admin Center, these are all part of it, the universe itself. And from the Rubik's menu, you can easily go to any one of these products itself. Okay, that Microsoft has, Microsoft Cloud products itself. These are called, this itself is called the Rubik's menu. Okay, because it's 9 dots. Now here, this what you call this is an extended menu. Okay, this is your extended menu, which has options for your Microsoft Azure itself. Okay, inside Azure, and then you have your options menu here for Enter ID itself. Because when we go back here on the home here, this is your extended menu here. From the extended menu, we're choosing Microsoft Enter ID. This is the Microsoft Enter ID's options. Okay, and we can collapse these as we like. Microsoft Enter ID. This is like I know some. I think it's this group that they mentioned. Somebody has worked with Active Directory. It's almost like Active Directory, but on at 10 times 2.0, right? So it's the most advanced version of it. Everything gets controlled in here. You have your users here, which are people that works inside the organization itself, right? And I'll go ahead and that's okay. Ignore the user's account that's already there, okay? And I'll just go ahead and delete these ones. When you go into users, let me just refresh. When you see it does take some time to delete or add an account, okay? This is where you'll go ahead and find users. You'll go ahead and find audit logs for specific users. This, when you go to audit log here, this is for all the users, okay? But you can look at audit logs for specific users itself. Sign-in log here is for all the users itself, okay? Any issues, anything that will come up here for all the users. Deleted users, password reset for all the users are here. Pretty much anything that's doing it, the user itself is here, okay? The user menu. And at the top, you can go back here, default directory users, which is going back to the users, right? The user menu. Now, when we go here, you have something called groups. Remember what I talked about is each department, each company has different departments, right? So the departments are like considered as groups itself, okay? And groups, you can assign permission to a single group. I'm just going to delete all this so I can show you how we can create them. There. Perfect. So the groups are like department inside of a organization, right? And the best thing about groups are you can assign them permissions. You can say this group of people cannot access this, or you can say these group of people can only access this, or you can say this group of people can access this but in a very restricted way, right? So you can apply permission on a group level and a user level, okay? So that's the thing you have to memorize. And then you have your pretty much your options here, like delete a group. You can see which ones we have deleted. Like just delete all this if I like. Delete permanently. Yes. Okay. And when I go back here, I have roles and administrative units. These are what we call as AUs. Delegated admins, enterprise applications. You will not be going in there. Devices, Microsoft Enter ID contacts, password reset, user settings, monitoring, and those are different options. But usually as the entry-level personnel, you'll be more focused on users and groups, okay? Pretty much users and groups. So those are the things that you'll be focused on. Those are what your work will be revolving in, okay? So let's get started here. And I'm just gonna put this over here like this, and then put the assignment here like this, okay? So we can work. And you can pretty much see how my work works. Okay. So first of all, the assignments tells us to create these main groups, right? I'm going to go ahead and create the main groups. I'm going to just create 2 of them just to show you guys that how the group creation will work. We'll go into groups, go to new groups. This is going to be a security group itself, okay? This is not a Microsoft 365 group. We will talk about Microsoft 365 groups when we go into Microsoft 365, okay? And you want to give it a name, and I'm just going to copy and paste this, okay? Pretty much, you don't have to create anything new. You're already given what exactly to do in there, okay? And create. Okay. All groups. And it's right there, okay? Security group, executives. And I'm going to create one more, which is just going to be HR, okay? Create a new group. HR. And the first assignment is pretty much a repetitive work just for you to get familiar with creating users and creating groups. So it's just a repeated task. That's what it is. The actual fun comes in assignment 2 and assignment 3. Okay. Okay. So I have created these 2 groups. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down just for this tutorial purpose. I'm going to show you guys how a nested group is created. Okay. So I'm going to create these nested groups here. This one and this one. Okay. These 2 and this 2. All right. So I'm going to do is new group. Copy and paste this. Create it. And you don't always see this right away here, if you guys notice. Microsoft Azure does take a couple of minutes for it to create it and into your environment. Okay. And you'll start seeing this just as a tip. When you guys start doing some troubleshooting and try to get some log reports to see, you guys will notice it might not appear right away, okay? And you guys will start facing some issues. Give it some time and then refresh and then see. You'll usually see them. It takes about 1 or 2 minutes for it to populate and come back. We'll create this new group. Okay, now I'm just going to create one other group in HR just to show you guys, okay? Okay, that's okay. I'll just create one group, okay? So now we have created these high-level, we have created 2 of these high-level groups and 2 of these nested groups within the executives group as well, and 1 of these HR group. Okay, so let's go ahead and add them into each one of them. So how you would do that is go into executives here, the top group. That's the easiest way. You can do it from the nested group and add it as well. It makes it harder, right? You have to go into each one of them and add them. Okay, let's go into members here. Oh, sorry, I believe it's group membership. Sorry, group membership. Add membership. Yes, and then you'll see here the executives ones. I'm just going to select both of them and select. As I said, it does take a couple of seconds for it to come in. There you go. It's been assigned into it. Okay. Now from a technical standpoint, you have is so from a visual standpoint, what you have is this. Pretty much you have executive group, and you have added the the assistant, and you have also added in the IT support as well in it. Okay, executive IT support as well in it. Okay, but you have a one big group with a nested group. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing for Go to all groups for HR as well. Go into group membership, add membership, and add in the HR recruit, okay? Because we didn't add the other group, right? So that's just fine. As I said, it takes a couple of minutes, couple of seconds. So then now we see that SEC HR recruiters are part of the SEC HR group itself, okay? The parent group. This is called a parent group. This is now called a nested group. And if we go back here, groups, all groups. And if we go into, let's say, the SEC administrative, right? If we go into membership, you'll see them here as well. And if we go into group membership, you should not be able to see them here because they're part of the group membership for the executive membership itself, okay? They're part of the SEC executives membership itself. But if you go back here, we should not see them as members here. And they're part of group membership here, okay? This is how we create proper nested groups from the parent group itself, okay? Any questions, guys? And you do this pretty much for all the groups here. Okay. All right, now let's go into user account creation, okay? So we have executive, there's 3 users, the CEO, the executive assistant, and operations, director of operations, okay? So now what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna go back into groups here, the default groups, go into users. We're gonna be in all users. We're gonna do add new user, okay? Create new user. Let me go back to show you one thing before I move forward. So when you add users, this is something that'll be useful for you guys when you go to work, okay? Sometimes your workplace might ask you to create some what's called the external user or guest users. So think of it like this. If somebody is coming in to do temporary work, right? Let's say from Honeywell. Honeywell does a lot of furnace heating. They do a lot of HVAC, right? Like heating, venting, and those type of things. They might come into the building to do the testing and those type of things. And they might need access to certain servers to see how the heating system works, right? And in that case, you can just create, invite external users to collaborate with the organization. This will send them an email, ask them to collaborate, and you can actually set up a date for it to expire automatically, okay? It's more like an invitation for other companies to join in rather than you creating your account in your place, okay? You don't want to create in a work from an organization standpoint. You don't want to have people's account in the system that is not necessary. So you can actually, for other vendors, you can actually invite them and then temporary access type of thing. And then you can revoke it right away, okay? But in this case, we're going to be focusing on actual user account, and this is going to be part of your organization itself, okay? They're like an employee. They can be the contract employee, full-time employee, part-time employee, doesn't matter. But which means they're their organization's employee, okay? Let's click on new account. You guys won't see this, okay? You guys will see something like this. Now I'm gonna just copy this over here. And then for this, just remove the space and put a dot in between, okay? And the default name is just going to be like this. Keep it like this. The password, leave it as is. You can just copy the password if you like to see, or we can go and reset it when we do the other thing, okay? Now, you're not done here, okay? You cannot click review and create here. This is the important part. You want to go into next properties, or you can go here and top and click on properties, fill in their thing, right? So it's going to be, first and last name, their member, the job title, CEO. You want to always copy and paste. Sorry, I don't mind to type that. The reason why you have to get used to, and this is what I tell everyone when I train people on the help desk, you want to avoid typing, okay? The reason is because when you type, you can have spelling mistakes. When you have spelling mistake on a name, it cannot be fixed. It's a long process to fixing, okay? But if you copy and paste, you can confidently say, I copied and paste, that's how I got it, right? But if you're going to type in Daniel Roberts, yeah, you can be, you can be someone that likes typing. Avoid that in your workplace. You're there to do work efficiently and with less mistakes itself, right? Copy and paste, That's the only way you can stop avoiding mistakes, okay? Rather than typing itself. Even small things, I just tell everyone, copy and paste. You can confidently say you will never have a spelling mistake. You'll never make a mistake. You copy and paste, okay? The only way you can make a mistake is actually copying the wrong information, pasting in. That's you shot yourself in the foot, okay? But okay, so let's get going here, and then the street address. Toronto. Okay, and then we're gonna go next year assessment, and you can actually add a group part of this. Okay, I'm going to add them to be part of the executive group. Okay, so they're part of the executives, and then review and create here. Now the user account is properly created. Okay, and if I refresh here, Daniel Roberts created. Now I'll create another one, and I'll show you guys how that will work. Okay, so this is the information here. I'm going to create Anna Morgan. Copy this, create new, remove the space, put a dot in between. Display name is going to be the same, remove the space. Click next. Title is going to be this. The manager who they report to is very important too, okay? So you have to click here, manager, add manager, and select Daniel Robert as the manager itself. Select. This is very important, okay? The person must be reporting someone, or else the reporting structure doesn't work. Okay, itself. And then let's go ahead and let's go here. Okay, so assignment, I'm going to add them as a group. They're executive assistant. So they're going to be still part of the executive assistant OU itself, okay? They're going to be selected here. Select. So the executive assistant again. And review and create. Refresh. Anna Morgan, executive assistants created over here, okay? So now there's going to be a question on your assignment. I believe it's assignment 2, is to show organization chart or org chart. You cannot, in Microsoft by default, if you do some research, you'll find out there's no such thing as organizational chart. You have to do them. And the reason why the assignment asks is for you to understand when you go to the user here, as long as you can show the manager who they report up to, let's say if you go into properties, you can see their manager name here, which should be Daniel Robert. As long as you can show this page, that question is enough. Okay, you need to show the whole thing itself. You want to show the whole screen itself. Okay, with the timing, date, and everything as well. It's not just a small section I want to see. I want to see a whole screen. And the easiest way for you to do it, there's 2 things. On your keyboard, you'll see print screen. You can do print screen. And when it comes like this, you can take a screenshot of the whole screen itself. You can take a screenshot of the whole screen, which will be from the top corner. I'll show you. Which should be pretty much from the top corner here, browser to the timing here, okay? That's exactly how I want to see them in the screenshot. I don't want to see a small section. I want to see the whole window itself, okay? So I can know this is Anna user and this is the manager itself, okay? I don't want to see a small section. It's a whole screen itself, okay? All right.
And that's for the organization chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to take a screenshot for what question, like actually you said some chart.
Yeah, so there's going to be a question in assignment 2 asking you for an org chart. Can you provide an org chart? And for that, there's 2 things. From a technical standpoint, this screenshot is enough.
Okay.
For me, what I showed right now. If you want to go further, which you don't have to, what you can do is You can log in as Anna Morgan and then see an org chart. It's just going to show who you report to. It's pretty much saying who's he answerable to, who's he reporting to. Workplace, we always have someone we report to, right? Your team leader, your manager.
Yeah.
It's that. But from a technical standpoint, if you take this as more than enough, okay?
Got it.
It's to prove that you have assigned proper managers. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if we go into Anna now, which we are in right now, we can see these type of information, right? We can see, the overview. This gives us, what type of group membership does we have. If there's multiple, you can assign multiple group members. Not a problem at all. In part of your assignments, you're going to have to log in as this user, okay? Which I'll show you guys quickly how to do that too. And you guys going to need to work with MFA, multi-factor authentication, okay? You have to download the Microsoft Authenticator app, which I'll show you guys. It'll show when we try to sign in here, okay, as well, okay? Which, when you guys try to sign in, and I'll show you guys right now, what I'm going to do is the easiest way for me is just get this account here. Detail. I'm going to open up in the incognito mode on my Chrome. Incognito window. And you have to go into portal.azure.com. Okay. When you go in here, it'll ask you to sign in. I'll click next. And then we'll get the password, which, because I don't have it, I'm just going to do reset password. I'll copy this and put it in, okay? It's going to ask me to create a password. I'm going to put the same password I copied there in here, and I'm going to create a new password. Sign in. And it's going to say, let's keep your account secure. You have to learn about our Authenticator app. Click next. And this is the Authenticator app. Okay? So when you go on your phone, Android or iPhone, doesn't matter. You can actually download the app. It's called Authenticator. Most of you guys will be using some sort of authenticator. If you're using Google Authenticator, don't use that. Use a Microsoft Authenticator for this assignment. It just makes your life so much easier. Okay. All you're going to do is you're going to open up your Authenticator app. It's going to be something like this, okay? Yeah, it's going to be something like this. So, and for me, the blue dot over here, if I just click that, it'll come up with a QR code scanner like this. So I'm going to click next over here on the screen. And it's going to say next. I'm going to scan this QR code, okay, on my phone, which I just have done. It has added the account to my phone itself. I'm going to click next. It's going to actually send a code to my phone, and I'm going to get a pop-up like this. It's going to ask me to enter the code what I see there. I'm going to enter in 10. Give it a couple of seconds, and it says it's done. Now I'm into the account. Okay, I'll click done. Remember that I have done this in incognito mode. Stay signed in. Yeah, that's okay. I have created a user for Microsoft Azure within my portal itself. Now this is for Anna Morgan, okay? It's Anna Morgan's account. Now I have created the account. I can manage this account itself, okay? I can give permission. I can revoke permission. There's going to be part of your, I think you're part of your assignment 3. The reason why I'm giving these hints are because I know a lot of people get stuck and they stay in here for a long time, and it just causes depression. I just wanted to show you guys, so just to make your life easier, sort of, okay? So part of the assignment, it's going to ask you to create, there's several issues that you'll be doing, okay? In the third assignment, you'll be simulating a lot of issues, just like real life issues that you'll be facing. Part of it is, what happens if you lost your Microsoft Authenticator? So, you know, the recent one I just added in, the Anna one, I'm just going to go into it and delete that. Okay? So I'm going to go in and remove that account. So right now, it's like simulates where a user has, you know, either bought a new phone or, you know, they have broken the phone, they left the phone, whatever it is, right? So now they cannot log in. So if I was to sign out of here, try to log into the Anna's account here, enter in the password. It's going to ask me to authenticate, but I cannot authenticate because I have removed the account here. Yeah, signing error. I cannot authenticate because I have removed the account here. Okay, it won't do anything. So in this state, what you can do is, I'm just going to minimize this. I'm going to go into Anna's account. Okay, this is Anna's account on our. So I'm logged in as my admin account here. This is for my account. Okay. I'm going to go into Microsoft Authentication. And you see Microsoft Authenticator here, iPhone 12. I can just do delete. Yes. And then I'll do request re-registration of Microsoft multi-factor authentication and click OK. What this will do, this will allow me to re-register the authentication just in case the user has lost the phone, deleted by accidentally, format, something happens where the authentication is not working. This is how you will go in and remove the authenticator and add it back in. Okay, this is part of one of the assignment. The reason why I'm showing you guys, as I said, a lot of people have issues with this portion, and when they're here, they have to refresh and log back in. Okay, they cannot use the same session. They have to close.
So the request link will be sent to the email, right?
No. So that's what I was going to show you, because they don't have access to the email, right? So what they can do is, the easiest way for them to do it is go on their computer, log into the portal, portal.azure.com or outlook.com, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, they can do it. And let's say I'm going to log in as Annie here, okay? Yeah. Annie here, click next. I'm going to log in with the same password. Password I didn't reset, okay? Sign in. Remember the same thing, remember before it came in, let's secure your account up?
Yeah.
Same thing comes in again, okay? This is a proper way of doing it. And then click next, and then add that account, add this account in by QR code. Scan this one. Now it's added. I'm going to click next. It's going to ask me to enter in 76 to confirm on my phone. And then a few seconds, it's going to be like that. Now, imagine like your user came in and said, hey, I lost my phone, I format the phone, or I delete the app, or whatever it is, right? Or even like my authenticator is not working. This is what you'll do. You go in and remove whatever phone they have, remove all of them. If they have multiple, remove all of them. Ask them to re-sign in. If they know the password, you don't have to reset the password. If they don't, then you can do the password reset, okay? But now, if I was to refresh this, I should be able to see my iPhone 12 again. See? iPhone 12 is back. Okay.
So is this the only way to do this, or do we have another way? Like apart from that, do we have another option of giving them something like the access?
Okay, so there is a way of revoking multi-factor authentication for a little bit. Right now, part of security reasons, they don't allow you to do it.
Got it.
You should not revoke multi-factor authentication. The other way you can do this is by OTP, one-time password.
Yeah.
So you can do add authentication. Let's say this. The person says they come to your place, right? They come to IT and be like, hey, I left my phone, man, but I have my personal phone, or I have my work phone, or whatever it is, right? I left my phone, but I have another way of authentication, right? What you can do is, some companies will allow for 24 hours of revoking multi-factor, right? Or what they will do is they'll give them they'll send them an email where they can frequently log in to check, or a phone number, where they can set up a phone number to receive OTP.
Yeah, because I have done this. Like I lost my mobile phone. I was in my college and they did the email something. So that's why like I got out.
Here, you have the email here.
Yeah.
So it's for receiving OTP only, okay?
Yeah.
It's not for authentication purposes. It's just for OTP. Receiving OTP, and you just copy and paste it from there.
Yeah.
Usually nobody will allow, right? Like there's some company, here's the thing, there's some companies will be like, fine, okay, fine. 24 hours will allow you to not use it. But right now, as of the past 2 to 3 years, nobody has revoked the MFA forever.
Oh.
You have to use MFA, some sort of MFA. It's fine.
Got it.
Email, phone number, temporary access pass. This is like this is what I said, delayed start time. With a valid user can use it to sign into registration with strong credentials. And this one you can say, I think this one is the maximum is 24 hours, I believe, this one. If you do the minutes to this is, I think, minutes to days, I believe. Let's convert this. 30 days. Usually no companies are allowed for 30 days, to be honest. And it's a one-time use or multi-time use. So, usually this will be, whatever it is, and then one-time use, yes. And add it, and this will give them a temporary pass.
Got it.
Yeah, see this one, it doesn't allow, there's actually a permission you have to add in. This is not a secure way at all. No companies would prefer this, to do it this way, the temporary pass itself. A lot of people have removed this. They allow for email, they allow for text message, anything like that, but they have to have some sort of other.
Yeah, got it.
Other than. And for your logs, you can go in here and see your sign-in log. Okay, sign-in logs, and it does take some time for it to come up. And usually, it says interrupted. The one. Remember the one I did where I tried to log in and send me a code to my phone, but I couldn't log in. I had to wait. It's this interrupted session here. So this is an interrupted session. This is what This is what means that authentication type is multi-factor authentication, and it was interrupted. And trust me, you guys will simulate this and get familiar with how you actually look at this and everything. And it gives you location-wise data too, device info, Windows 10, authentication method, password in the cloud, true success. So password is success, correct password. So if somebody tells, I can't log in, my account is getting revoked, right? You can actually see where it actually gets stopped. Is it at the password level or MFA level? And you can actually differentiate those. And that is very important as an IT analyst for you guys. And for you guys coming to the next step, right? Looking at log report is very important. When somebody says, I can't log in, the first thing you'll ask them is, what is your username? You go to their AD and look at the sign-in logs here. You do have audit logs here. This is more for engineers and for administrators. This one is not really something that you'll work with, to be honest. But the sign-in logs are something that would be very good for you guys to understand and how this works. Pretty much and as I said, this does take some time for it to populate, okay? You won't be able to see it right away. I've seen it as it takes about 10 minutes for it to get the log from online and post it in here sometimes, okay? So just be patient about it. Give it about 10 to 15 minutes for it to come up sometimes. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes 10 to 15 minutes, okay? All right, any questions so far, guys, of what we covered? Okay, now I'm going to go back here. Okay, now I showed you guys how to assign users and the users in this group again. If you go to the users, you would see here. I'm going to go back one more step here. I'm still in my administrator account, right? I'm going to go to enter ID. I went two for the go to users. So I'm looking at this data sheet here, okay? So you know how to do all of these, right? And this is just for creating the users. The first one, the first assignment is just creating users and setting it up. This is how we're going to do the assignment 2 and 3, right? So this is going to be a basic setup. Once you set this up, this is pretty much a realistic approach to a company setup. This is what a real company will be set up with. Obviously, there's some nuances they'll add in differently, but this is pretty much a 60 to 80% setup of the company, okay, itself. And it's pretty much repeated process, as I said. And I give you guys what I need for delivery itself, okay? The organization chart, this is what I meant by. You just have to show one organization chart showing the reporting structure itself. Just show who they report to, okay? That's fine. You don't have to do these two. It's just one of these is fine, okay? The manager screenshot is more than fine. Just now that they have removed this section here, you cannot really get it. It's just not possible. Okay? And yeah, you pretty much set those groups up. And one more thing that you will have to be aware of is when you create IT groups, right? So IT level 1, level 2 groups, when you assign users to it, they must be part of the parent group and as well as the child group itself. Okay? So if that makes sense. Sometimes you will have to assign it to. So here, if you see here, there's groups here, right? For IT level 1, level 2, admin and cloud, and you have sec IT itself, right? Sometimes if it tells you, I don't think this assignment does. I think the next assignments might ask you to switch groups or assign them to multiple groups. You can assign them to multiple groups itself, okay? Because they're set up. So as you follow, put them in the proper group and create, okay? Any question about assignment 1?
No.
Okay, perfect. We're going to assignment 2. I'm just yeah.
Hi, sir.
Go ahead. Please.
Yeah, like just one small question. As we all received the email regarding the assignment 1 and 2, 3, but still, I think there is no attachment in that email.
No, the attachment will be part of in your LMS. So when you go into your LMS, when you go down to your week, the week 4 and 5, attachments are here. You go and download them from here.
Okay.
And yeah, let me go ahead and edit the dates here so they open up today. I'll go ahead and edit them. Don't worry, guys. You guys should be able to download them now. Okay, not a problem at all. 3 of them. I'll go ahead and edit them. But a submission, send them to me by email. Okay, don't submit them on this. Send them to me by email. As I showed in this video, you put my email on CTech Training Center at gmail.com. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'll download this one too just to show you this. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So that's assignment 1. Perfect. Okay, no problem. Any other question, guys, on assignment 1? And assignment 2 and 3, I'm not going to go too in depth into it because it's the whole point is you guys learn and you guys do it, right? I don't want to go too much in depth into it. Okay? But I just want to show some pain points that we have noticed with other classes. It is easy. It's just better for us to explain to you. That's easy. Okay. So assignment 2, I suggest, this is what I tell everyone, this always works for everyone. Okay. Do the assignment 1. If you can do it today, get it done today, or tomorrow, get it done assignment 1. Because then you can have your setup and everything completed, right? The 2 and 3 will take you the most amount of time, the most amount of headache. Okay. So because we have some breaks in between, you can email back and forth with your teammates and get them done. Okay, itself. But I'll show you guys this one. So assignment 2 is about access control and identity lifecycle. Okay, and this is very important because this is directly in line with your job role itself. Okay, so assignment 1, this talks about assumption is you have created the 25 users, you have created all the nested groups, and you have created all the managers and assigned them to the manager itself. Okay, and in the assignment 1, each users should have who they report to. So here, except for the CEO, everybody should be reporting to someone. Okay, so if you see here, except for the CEO, everybody's reporting someone because CEO is the top of the food chain, right? He doesn't report to anyone. But everyone else must be reporting to someone, and it tells you exactly who to report to. Okay, if you don't follow this, your assignment 2 and 3 will become an issue. Okay, when you go ahead and do it. So this is the assumption that you have done all of this, and this is all set up perfectly. Okay, onboarding a new sales employee. Onboarding means somebody joining in, right? Onboarding, like somebody who's joining the team, and it tells you exactly what to do. Okay, and screenshot is user creation page, overview page of Alex. When we created the user, the page you got, right? So when we do new users, and I'll create one really quickly here. Okay. And when you see this is just your normal domain. Okay. It's whatever you see here. You won't be able to change it. For me, I can, but in this one, just leave it as default. Just assume that anything after that is just it could be changed. Okay, after that, it depends on your site. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and display name is gonna be the same. All right, copied. Okay, next we're gonna do here, and then job title, it's going to do sales rep. And then you're going to do the address. If it gives you the address, well, that's when you put it in. Okay, if it doesn't give you, you don't have to put it in. Okay, and they have to be part of the sales and thing. Okay, they will be reporting to sales manager Maria. This one. Remember, I didn't create this yet because I'm just showing you a demo, right? So I can't assign them to anyone. Okay, I can't assign them to a manager, but it tells you what manager to assign them to. Because I haven't done the assignment one, I cannot do this properly. Okay, but I'm just going to click next here. On the group. Again, I can't do the group because I didn't create the sales group yet, right? So, but you'll add them. Main department group, they have to be part of the sales group itself. So what this says, they have to be part of two groups, okay? So they have to be, imagine like this, right? Imagine executives. They have to be part of the sales executive and sales assistants. Sales, they have to be a SEC sale group and SEC sales Canada group also, okay? Or equivalent sales subgroup. Or any other subgroup that's equivalent to it. When you go in here, you'll see SEC Sales Canada, which is fine. It's there. Perfect. Okay. You add them into SEC Sale and you also add them to SEC Sales. Okay. SEC Sales and SEC Sales Canada as well. Okay. And then you'll at least one main department and one nested group. So it'll be like this. Just for this demo purposes, I'm going to do. Okay. So they'll have access. They have the main group and they have the subgroup as well. Okay. I'll do review and create. And this is a screenshot that you have to take, okay, for boarding user. So I suggest read the document fully and start from there, because some people, what they do is they create the account and they try to take screenshots and they're like, oh shoot, I already created it, right? So user creation overview page. Okay, this is the user creation overview page. That's what I want. Okay. Manager field showing Maria. Thing group membership for RX. This shows everything pretty much. Okay, the group memberships. I believe this shows the manager as well. If it's been assigned, because I didn't assign it, it doesn't show. Okay, so you'd follow this and create this. Okay, it's pretty much. And screenshot offboarding employee. And offboarding means when somebody gets fired or when somebody leaves the company itself, right? And your job as L1 and L15 to ensure the account is fully offboarded. Block sign in. So when it says block sign in, which means is to disable the account, okay? Remember that not all language that we will use are exact same term, right? So when you say block, it means to disable the account, okay? Perform a password reset, random value is fine. Just follow this, okay? Block means disable, okay? That's what I want to cover. Approve an access request, built-in role one day, okay? So you'll need to reset password for IT specific built-in role. So this is what we call as RBAC. This is something very important you can put on your resume that you have experience with. It's called RBAC, role-based access control, which is part of your Microsoft Azure lesson. I have taught this as well. When you guys will go to the recording, you guys will see. I'm not going to create the user because there's no point, but I'll show you how does RBAC role works. So let's say you have created the account, right? And this account needs a specific RBAC role. You go in here. And you go into assign roles. Add assignments. And there's a bunch of roles that Microsoft Azure has created by default. Part of your working in an organization, you will have custom RBAC role that your system admin has created them so people can actually use them, okay? So in here, if you're working in a company-wise, they'll tell you exactly which RBAC role that you need to assign. You can assign multiple roles, okay, to a thing. But you'll need to find the one for password reset. Just for password reset, there's a role. You have to do your research, okay, to understand where that is. Okay. And you'll take a screenshot with all the group membership and everything just to make sure that you show that you have applied the right permission, okay? And let's say I'm just for demo purposes, I'm just going to assign this help desk administrator here. Okay. And now Daniel Robert can perform the duty of what's in for. It just takes a couple of minutes for it to start. Okay. Let's assign it quickly. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it just takes a couple of minutes for it to. The one I just assigned now didn't show up yet. It takes a couple of minutes for it to come up. Okay, but this one, if you click on the RBAC role, it tells you what it is, the description. Okay, it tells you what they can do, what are the duties they can do, and roles and permissions. Okay, of the RBAC rule, role-based access control. This is how you assign role-based access control. And then removing access that shouldn't exist. So you'll go through these steps and follow these. And as I said, a lot of people have fun on this one and number 3, assignment number 3. Okay, it's very much a fun assignment for you to get used to this Azure. If you don't even have any Azure experience, that's fine. This will get you walked through it, and you'll start doing some research and learning about it. Okay, which will be very beneficial for you. And you'll do this, all of this for assignment 2. There'll be one assignment, one sheet, one PDF. Assignment 1, there'll be one PDF. Assignment 2, there'll be one PDF. Assignment 3 will be one PDF. Okay, so there's 3 PDF where you send me, you can send it to me all in one email, or you can send it as part of the chain towards myself only or CTech Training Center with CC'd with CTech Training Center. Okay. Any question on assignment 2? I know I didn't cover everything. The whole point is not to cover everything, so you guys can go and do some research, talk among your team, and get it done. Okay, on an email. But any question that I need to clarify before I move on to assignment number 3?
So everything should be a screenshot, right? Not a screen record.
No, screenshots. Yeah, exactly. Screenshots, and sometimes some of them will ask you to explain what your thought is.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Screenshots and types. That's it. If it doesn't ask you to type, you don't have to type it. But remember when you're putting if you're putting these screenshots, right? I need to know what section you're putting them for. So copy and put the section 2, and whatever you're putting this section, like I'll do this. So what I would do is I'll open up a Google Docs, right? Let's see if I open up a Google Docs here. So what I would do is for this one, I would do case. Okay, let's say I do case 1. Okay, because I need to know what I'm marking, which one I'm looking at, right? Because when you're looking at screenshot, they all look the same. So I'll put this, and then I'll put whatever screenshot I need to provide. So when I'm doing screenshots, I'm doing under each one of these. So I know what I'm looking at, as when I'm marking them.
Okay.
Case 2 BC. Just don't align them screenshot because I don't know what I'm marking, right? So it would not make sense for me, right? So
Got it.
Yeah, perfect. So that's pretty much assignment 2. It'll be very fun for you guys to create these and get them done, okay? And get the screenshots and everything. Assignment 3 is the most amount of fun. This is about troubleshooting and simulating real life issues. This one is just the estimate time. Okay, it takes beyond 2 hours to complete. One PDF with screenshot and document. Prerequisites: you must have created, simulated all issues first. So how document 3 works is the first scenario. What you'll do is you start creating some issues that in real life that you'll get, okay? And then you go ahead and solve them and take screenshots. So login failure. You'll open up the specific user that's mentioned here. Change all of your password. Try logging with old password 3 to 5 times. Option: block the blocker. This is just option. Okay, don't block her, but this is just an option. So you can actually disable the account and try logging in. Just to give you guys an example. Let's say if we go back here, and I'll go back to. Let me go back to Anna. Okay, so 3 to 5 times. I'm just going to do for Anna because that's what I have created. I don't have other things created here. Click next, and I'm going to just put in a wrong password. Okay, or login 3-4 times. And this is how you'll start seeing issues with cybersecurity issues and those type of things. Okay. And then you'll just start creating the issue. You don't have to check them now, but when you go to check them, the log issues, you'll start seeing, log, and it will take some time, as I said before, for it to come up. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes for it to show up in here. Okay, so just do all of them. Add MFA authentication, delete that, just the one I just showed you. Okay, and show the failure, wrong group membership. Keep it in sales group. Just follow this to create missing access. Just start creating this, right? And then when you come into fixing issues, fix the blocked or disabled account, reset password, and view sign-in logs. So each one of these will be a screenshot itself. Okay. Case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, and up to case 10. So it's still not showing up in here. It takes some time. It'll take maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. That's assignment 3 for you guys. Any question on assignment 3, guys? And assignment 3, as I said before, the first thing is to simulate the issues. Yeah, about 10 issues you have to simulate, and then the second part of the assignment is to fix them, log them, and see where they are. Okay. And these have been taken out of realistic life scenarios from job place itself. Okay, the things you'll be fixing. Any question about 1, 2, or 3?
No.
No. Okay. Now, coming back to our next classes and when the submission due and everything. Okay. So usually, I'll open up the calendar here. And as I said, next week it's fully holidays. We're closed from actually Monday itself. I don't know why it's not marked here, but we're closed from Monday itself to all the way to 31st, right? So we will open back on 3rd, but we usually, for this assignment, we give at least 2 weeks of working time to complete the assignment without live class. So which means your January 3rd and January 10th, there will be no class, okay? Which means these class times, you'll use them to work on your assignments. You'll work through the email chains to complete them. By January 17th, that's when our classes will be, okay? By January 16th, by 11 p.m., I need all 3 of the assignments to be handed in, okay? On the January 17th, when we come in, each of you guys, I'll open up your assignment. We will go through your assignment and see what is working, what is not, if there's an issue, what is your learning curve. And I'll send you an agenda just like last time I sent you guys. But I need the assignments to be submitted by 11 p.m. on the 16th itself, okay? On January 16th, which with the holiday itself, I don't want you guys to do the assignment on the holidays. With the holiday itself, it should give you guys 3 weeks to complete the assignment, which usually we only give 2 weeks for classes, okay? Because it works out in your favor for the holiday itself. So you shouldn't have any issues with the thing. And most of the thing is communicate through email chain and reply all with the email chain itself, okay? Not through replying to myself. I will be only participating in the email chain as a manager. If you guys go in the wrong direction, or if I don't see the right answer coming in, I'll step in and give you the right answer, okay? I'll try to stay less interactive as much as possible. And always, guys, stay away from giving them direct answer. Point them in the right direction. Don't give direct answer. It doesn't help anyone to learn at all, okay? And before you guys ask questions, please research on Azure. And in the recorded video, I actually go ahead and tell you guys how to actually do some research on Azure. Part of your Entra ID license, you have access to something called Microsoft Learn. Here, you can actually go through this and do some learning here, okay? The training itself. So this will give you a lot of answers. And online, on Google or Microsoft site has tons and tons of information. So if you guys have any questions, search on Azure, and if you can't find anything, come into the group and ask them, right? And the group is for you guys to discuss about that particular assignment, anything, okay? Submission has to be to myself and CTech Training Center, CC, okay? Please follow these instructions, okay? But the Microsoft itself has a very nice learning portal for it. And also, there's something coming up called the Microsoft Virtual Days, okay? which I'll quickly show you here. If you go on Google and type in Microsoft Virtual Training Days. So remember what I told you guys on Microsoft Fundamental Licensing? You guys can get a 50% off. So Microsoft Virtual Day Training, once you attend them, they actually give you a 50% off coupon. It used to be they used to give you a 100% coupon, but now because they know the popularity, they want to give 50%. Okay. So when you guys go to this website here, just search up Microsoft Virtual Day on Google, view all Microsoft events. And here, I always like to do this, is format is digital, the language already English, okay? And the product, I like to just go into Azure because I'm looking for Azure, okay? And it's the Microsoft Azure fundamentals, not the data fundamentals. So yeah, this one over here, Virtual Day fundamentals. There's actually a couple here. I'll just go here and search this. There's one, I believe it's the January 13th and 14th, they have actually a session, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. What's this? Yeah, so they have a bunch of times because it's a different time zones. But if you see the Eastern time zone, it's 9 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. on the January 13th. And January 14th is 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. These are 2-day training, okay? You have to attend the both days. You have to register here or you won't get access, okay? So register as soon as possible. And if you see here, they have 2 days of agenda, what they will cover. And then you will get a 50% discount for the exam rate, okay? Microsoft Azure Fundamental Exams. This is an AZ900 exam they'll have. And they also have these virtual days for other Microsoft 365. Pretty much every Microsoft product, they have this, okay? The fundamental ones, and they give you certification based on it, certification coupons for it, okay? So this is something that is very useful. And these 2 weeks are considered to be a blackout period over here. So until January 9th, there is no more training. Usually they start on the 14th till the 9th or 10th. There's no, it's called a blackout period in IT. So they don't do any major changes or events or anything. Okay?
Sir, can you please share this link in our group chat?
Yes, I can. I will actually send you guys an email with this story
Okay.
once
Sure.
the recording is done. But I'll put in the chat as well, so people who's here can actually go to this link and register.
Right.
So this is very useful. Usually, even for Microsoft 365, they used to have them, but Microsoft 365 fundamental exam, sorry, is getting retired as of March next year. Okay, so I don't think they'll have any working session for Microsoft 365. There will be a replacement certification for it. I don't know yet what it is. I have to check this one.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I've not been able to participate because I'm currently at work at the moment, but I'm trying to
No worries.
listen to everything you're saying. And
No worries.
would you put the recorded video in the MLS?
100%.
Okay.
As soon as it's available for me, I'll put it in and I'll send you guys an email. Just like the last time I sent you guys. I'll send you guys an agenda for the next class. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No problem. Once I do, I usually it won't be tonight because it's already late, right? So it'll be tomorrow once I upload the video, and I'll send you guys agenda over of what's the next class is and what's all the due dates for all of the assignments are. Okay, so you don't have to guess. And if there's anything like, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm trying as much as possible to follow this program right now. I'm trying as much as possible to follow it, but I'm at work,
100%.
so I think
No problem.
I'm missing some stuff, 1 or 2. I'm missing them, but I'm trying as much as possible to follow it through.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, feel free to, once you watch a video, feel free to email the email the group itself. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So this, no problem. Sorry, thank you. So yeah, if you guys go through these, you guys will find a lot of training, and these are all free. Okay, you don't have to pay for any of these. So participate in a lot of them. And let's say like this one, right? Like I'm just seeing if they, like some of them I know they don't give any coupons. Some of them they do, right? So yeah, you see Microsoft 365 Copilot, they give you 50% off. Secure and administrator Microsoft 365 Copilot and agents. And you'll know exactly which certifications you can do based out of this. Somewhere here, they actually put, yeah. So Microsoft 365 fundamental certification. So this is certification that they'll give you for 50% off. This one, the certification and related exam will be retired on March 31st, 2026, and you'll no longer be able to renew these certifications, okay? They haven't came up with a replacement certification yet, but if you still want to get them, you can. If it's going to expire, I suggest, from a personal opinion, get them. Microsoft 365 is still useful. It's a $50. You won't regret it. But if anything comes up new, for sure, I'll let you guys know. As of right now, there is no replacement certification that I have heard of. I could be, I'm just trying to see if there is any certifications that they have replaced this with. So 365, Dynamics. Yeah, I don't see anything yet, but they will be announcing usually next year, January, February, they'll announce which one is, okay? We'll still be in touch, so we'll still be in class, so hopefully something comes up and we can talk about it, okay? Not a problem at all. Okay, guys, but pretty much that's assignment, and for me, I will be seeing you guys on January the 17th, okay? In live class. On January 17th, I'll send you guys what the agenda is. Yes, go ahead.
I just wanted to know if are we also going to learn about like on-prem Active Directory in addition to this?
We don't cover on-prem Active Directory in this. We cover pretty much solid Azure.
Okay,
but
because some of the like the entry-level jobs, they ask for hands-on experience on-prem Active Directory. So like they have like some of the concepts like organizational unit and group policies and stuff. So like how do we just have to go through the material, or?
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll send you guys some materials usually towards the end of the class with on-premises. Even Intune too, we can't cover Intune because Intune, they have made it into a complete paid product. It's no more free. For Intune and the Azure Microsoft Active Directory, I'll send you guys a video on it. Once you understand this, it's pretty much the same concept, but in an older fashion. That's it. Organization unit is more just for organizing. It's just a folder wise, and I'll send you guys videos.
Okay, yeah, sure. That should be very helpful because I have seen some of the jobs that I have previously
100%.
applied. They ask for Active Directory, like kind of questions.
Yeah, on premises, yes, for sure. And you will have, once you understand this one, once you start watching videos, it will start making so much sense. It'll literally click in.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. No problem. Very good question, guys. Any other question, guys?
So when we start the role, will they give the data sheet like this to enter the values, or we need to create them according to the roles? Like you showed a step-by-step data sheet, right? For the name, role, and phone number, everything. For the first.
Yeah. Yes. So usually part of your, when you get an onboarding form, you will have like the name, the phone number, and everything in a part of the email or email chain. Usually it's not an email, it's form or ticket. And you guys will have access to a live ticketing system. Once we complete the Office 365, we'll go through ticketing system. It comes in the form of a ticket.
Okay.
And it'll have everything. Exactly. It won't be the same format, but you'll have information like the first name, last name, what department, who they report to, what access they require. Sometimes this all work. The access they require, like from a technical standpoint, right? You know that once you start doing RBAC role, you'll know this exact role they'll need, right? But as a manager, if I'm an HR manager, I don't know from a technical standpoint what role they'll need, right? So what I'll tell is, okay, if Sumitra is working there in HR as let's say a human resource recruiter, HR recruiter, right? And somebody's joining your team, I'll just say, can you emulate Emily John's access for Sumitra? And what you'll do is you'll go into the account, see what group she's assigned to, what role-based access she's assigned to, and assign the same role to the new person.
Got it.
Because that way, like, manager does not need to know, does not know and does not have to know, right?
Yeah.
But from a technical, I'll say, as long as they say, okay, copy whatever Emily Johnson has, you'll pretty much mimic the same account. But you'll create under some access.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what mostly you'll see. Nowadays, a lot of companies are doing something called user metrics mapping. It's called user metric mapping. So which, the reason why they start doing that is, let's say Emily Johnson here, she might be doing, like, nowadays companies, they don't have enough budget, right? One person might be even doing HR recruiting, they might even be doing payroll, they might be even doing coordinating, they might even be a manager, right? But when a new role comes in, they don't want them to have everything that Emily Johnson has, right? So what they'll do is they'll sit down with IT project manager and they'll start creating something called the emulating profiles. So which says if somebody's coming in as HR recruiters, what is a minimal access they need for them to start working? And then we'll give them access later on. It's the most secure way, right? The least privileged access.
Got it.
So if Sumitra needs, we can't give her all the access because she doesn't need all the access. And she can't have no access because she can't do the job, right? So what does she need for her to do the job? That's part of planning that HR, the manager, and everyone sits down and they create something called user metrics profiling. When you get a onboarding request, if it's set up properly in a nice, almost well organized environment, you'll get a list of access, exact group list that you'll need to add them to. And all you would do is you copy them, paste them in, and add them. That's it.
Got it.
And that makes it easier.
Yeah.
And always remember, never type, copy and paste.
Yeah.
That is the most key thing here, because trust me, the amount of people that I have seen that made a mistake when they type it's a small thing, right? When you're creating, sometimes during season, you might be creating 300 accounts, 400 accounts. When typing this, you will make a mistake. Human error, right? Human error is about 20%. Let's say if you created an account with first name Lee and the last name Sarah, right? Instead of Sarah Lee, you just altered it, right? Your whole profile from HR side as well will screw up because the payroll will screw up. Your administrative side, the Azure will screw up. If they have HRM, like a hospital management system, HMR, I think it's called, that will screw up. Pretty much the whole system will screw up, right? And you can't just go ahead and rename it. That's not how it works, because now these things will never sync together. And your company policy might be, as soon as you create an account, you cannot delete it. I know, from a government sector standpoint, once you create an account, you can't go ahead and delete it. You can try doing a renaming, but renaming is a bigger process.
Got it.
And it depends on each company to company, man. It changes so much because a lot of these systems, they only have one-way sync.
Oh.
So a lot of these HR systems, like ADP, you guys probably heard of ADP for payroll, right?
Yeah.
ADP is like a payroll system for companies who run payroll. ADP only allows for one-way sync, meaning when you create Azure account, it will automatically create the account in ADP. That's fine, but you can't update it and have it update. You can't cross-update. Once you do that, it just messes up the whole payroll system and everything just messes up, right? So it's not nice.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to properly copy and paste, and you'll pretty much, as I said, like the error rate on copying and pasting is far less than typing, there's been a study in it, and that's how I train all the team members to do now. Never ever type. I want you to be lazy.
So if those kind of error appears, we need to create a new account for that person, or
So each company will have a different approach to this. I'll tell you approach from a hospital standpoint, right? What we do is, let's say you do instead of Sarah, instead of SARAH, you remove one A, let's say that, right? You can't go ahead and just fix the name and expect it to work, because now once you create the account, within even 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, that'll get created account across like 40 to 50 different softwares. And from the payroll system to hospital management system to even like your yearly evaluation system and everything, and government systems, everything, right? So you can't do that. What you have to do is you have to go into all 40 systems, disable the user, move them to a different group for disabled users, and now create a new one.
oh my.
and that'll be a very new account, right? But you see, you have to go into each one of those 40 different softwares and manually remove them.
Oh,
Yeah, and it becomes a very time-consuming event. Like it takes literally about 40 minutes. It takes you only 2 minutes to create an account properly. Whereas if you messed up a small amount of number, it takes you 40 minutes, 1 hour to properly disable them. And the messed up part is you have to do it in a course sync way. So you have to stop. There's a certain program you have to do is sequencing. You can't just go ahead and disable an AD and go ahead and do it in random ones like that. You have to sequence it, and just becomes a nightmare. It's a very nightmare event.
oh my God. So still there is
and,
no shortcut or any easy step for that. Like you need to follow.
No,
the
the reason why they do it is for they don't want people to manipulate data, right? So let's say from a auditing standpoint, okay, when you do auditing, you don't want a different name in Azure, a different name in another system, payroll system, different name in EMR system. It's just hard to sync them, right, from auditing standpoint, right? You rather have them disable across all of them, create a new one. And the reason why some software work the way is because, remember, all these like hospital softwares are built like almost 40 years ago, 30 years ago. They're not new. They don't work the same way as we do, right? So right now, and hospitals will not spend money, governments will not give them money first of all, to move like millions and billions of hospital data across. It's going to cost a hospital, tens and hundreds of millions of dollars to move data.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. But very quick question. Any other question, guys?
Hi. So you were referring to the videos earlier, like as soon as we start watching the videos, we'll understand more. Where do we just, can you direct me towards the links and everything where we can just watch those videos?
Oh yeah, 100%. So let's say you go into your LMS, right? You see my screen right now. Your course code is IT Help December, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you go here, scroll here. Yeah, the ones that says live class, the live recorded class. Okay, you have them here. And the week 1, lesson 1, lesson 2. And then week 2, you have your lesson 1, 2, 3, 4. You have these. And then the cybersecurity one, you have the introduction to cybersecurity, introduction to virtualization and Azure. And here you have the Azure setup video here.
Okay. So
And then just scroll down. Yeah.
So I know about these ones. Like you were also you mentioned earlier about something on the Microsoft itself, like Azure.
Oh, the resource. Okay. So scroll
the
all the way down.
Yes, those.
Yes, you see them here.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, there's resource, and I'll add the other ones in here too.
Mhm.
I'll add A plus as well here.
All
Good
right.
videos for A plus, and these are some things that we have got people actually passing with these videos. Okay, with
Okay.
other groups, we have actually people passing with just these videos. So these are very good, and they've been tested. Even the last person who was passed was about 4 weeks ago. These have been always tested. Okay, and I remove them if they seem like out of date. I remove them. Okay, and I add new ones.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
see, this one is just a link. This one takes you to video because it cannot be linked. And if you guys have any issues with the videos, please let me know. Just to keep the community, help everyone out, right? So this one, there's videos. Usually I try to put in like a lot of helpful videos in here. Okay. So you guys can. This one has the ATS formatting for resumes and everything. And this person's videos are very good. We had a lot of good lucks with people putting the resume the same way. And in one of these videos, she gives you the resume for free, the templates, and she explains how to create them.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. And I'll add the A plus videos, the one we have where students have actually passed from. Okay. Do you guys any questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you want to get hired like soon after finishing this course, which certificate would you recommend us to focus on right now? During the course we can prepare for that cert, and as soon as we are done, it should be easier for us to get hired. So what certification should we focus on?
Yeah, very, very, very good question, man. I was supposed to actually cover this next week, but because we're on holiday, I'll just cover it now. So this year, I'll tell you this year, and I'm going to tell you about next year. Okay, this year, what was really well and worked out in our favor was Microsoft 365, AZ900, ITIL, and A+. Okay, those 4 certificates where you don't have to get all 4. That's the thing I want to be very clear. Okay? These are 4 that's in the market that was working. Okay, even next year, I'm talking about the first quarter. Okay, January till March, April. Okay, first quarter. What we found out when we were talking to recruiting agencies were, especially like for entry level, like for banks and everyone, they're looking for more like A+ certification, right? Because when you go into bank, the first initial ones are doing basic troubleshooting, wiring, basic, help with the computer and everything. So A+ gives them a very good, very good leverage, right? The other ones are AZ900, still very good certification. MS900, which is Microsoft 365 Fundamental, is very good. But as I said, that's the one that's going to expire on March 31st. Now, the AZ900 and MS900, they're only a $40 or $50 certification. Usually, people get them within 2 weeks. 2 weeks is more than enough for one of these certifications, okay? Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys the price here. I'll show you the price without the 50% coupon so you guys know how much it is, okay? 99 USD. I think it's the same thing in, sorry. 84 USD, and you get a 50% off on this one. Okay, so which will become what 84, 42, which will become 42 USD. Okay, for example. So if you want to spend that, go ahead. AZ900 and MS900 is still a good certification. Just the thing is, MS900 is going to expire next year, March 31st. Okay, but if you guys still want to get them, it's a $42 USD. You won't be wasting it. Okay, it's still a good certifications. But I suggest at least get the AZ900, which is fundamental Azure, and aim for the A+, which 2 are very good certifications for you. Okay, and they're very much A+ is very much an employable certification right now in the market. Even till next year, April, we know that a lot of in the pipeline they're looking for A+ for sure. Okay, if you have driving license, A+, MS900, it's pretty much a guarantee. Okay, at point of January, February. February is going to be a bit slow because of taxation season, but usually January and March, they're very good timing, okay, for those. Now, you have the ITIL Foundation. We have the certifications here, the videos for this in the LMS. We had a lot of good luck with the ITIL Foundation as well. This one, they usually ask for full-time jobs. Like what job role will ask for ITIL Foundations are like service desk analyst, service desk technician. When it becomes service desk, they ask for ITIL is because it's more of how does proper reporting and everything works. This one I suggest right now don't get it because this one is not really a good trend in the market right now. I only heard about A+ and AZ900 doing very well in the market right now, especially for the next 4 months.
Okay, and how do we get the coupon, like 50% discount coupon for this?
So usually when you complete these training, they will send you an email with the coupon code. Okay, within 2 weeks, I think. Once you finish the training for these ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Within 2, I heard of people get it within 1 week. Some people get it within 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
But I say usually within 1 or 2 weeks to the registered email address, you'll get it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you're using Gmail or Yahoo or something like that, it might land in your spam. So check your spam, which has happened in the past.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the email will say you go ahead.
I was just asking the price for ITL certificate.
ITIL is very expensive. Don't do the ITIL certification right now. Rather than that, focus on the A+. ITIL is very expensive. I was trying to get a deal on ITIL, which we did. We had another. It's an NGO that used to do this. It's called a Pink Elephant. Pink Elephant. These guys used to give us a very good, Pink Elephant. They used to give us a very good discount on this one, but right now it seems like they're no longer doing any charity type of things. For A+, I'll see if I can get some sort of discount. Usually A+ are not really discounted course. Okay, A+ slightly is a little more in the costly side, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, guys?
Is this third or fourth class?
This is the second class.
Second class. Okay.
All right, guys. If you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to ask. But if not, I want you guys to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will be coming into next year with full force. And and the whole point is to complete this and get a job, right? So let's focus on that. And then hopefully by January end or March, we should be able to get people, into interviews and get you guys landed into entry-level job. That's the goal for this one. And let's focus towards that.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Happy New Year and Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
you too. Yeah.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Bye.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
Just one question. So the
Yeah.
next class will be January 10th,
January, no, 17th.
17th. Okay.
Because 3rd and 10th will be considered as your work period. You guys can talk among your email and get that assignment done. 17th will be the live class. And I'll send you the agenda for 17th. I have a specific agenda for the 17th. And 17th, I ask as many people to come online as much as possible, okay? Like as much as possible, please try.
Got it.
Okay. I know you guys might be having work, but at least try.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys. I'll see you guys next year with full force. And hopefully the cough is gone by then.
All right. Happy New Year, sir. Merry Christmas.
Happy-
Bye.
Take care. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.